What's good? What's good? What's good with your fam? Welcome to Big Faces Worldwide, man. Ronnie Boy Fresh, what's going on with your fam? Give me 1 second, man. Let me get this thing right, man. Let me make sure the stream is going like I wanted to. There we go. What's good with your fam? Welcome to Big Faces Worldwide, where we talking nothing but this boxing, man. Hey, listen, man, I'd like to thank you for joining me right now, man. For those of y'all who are new to the channel, I appreciate you coming in, man. Please consider subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are familiar or regular subscribers, y'all know what we about to do, man. We got a lot to talk about. We had a big weekend in boxing this past weekend, man. Claressa Shields. She had a big night versus Christina Hammer. She became undisputed middleweight champion of the world. The pound-for-pound king, Lomachenko, made his return to the ring also by defeating his mandatory challenger, Anthony Corolla. We got Jaime Munguia. Some people say he got a gift. Did he get a gift, or did he legitimately win the fight? We're going to talk about that, man. Also, we got a big weekend ahead of us, man. We got Terrence Crawford. He will be defending his WBO welterweight title against Amir King Kong Saturday night, going head-to-head with the former WBC welterweight champion Danny Garcia, going up against the underdog, man, the always forgotten, the always rugged Adrian Granados. So we got a lot to talk about, man. We got a lot to talk about. You know, we wanna talk about which fight do you think will be the best fight of the weekend? Which one was still the show? Would it be Khan and Crawford, or Granados and Garcia, man? But I tell you what, Crawford Khan definitely got the best undercard. You got Shakur Stevenson on that card. You got Teofimo Lopez on that card. Who else we got? We got somebody on there. Then we got Verdeo on that card. We got, Top Rank doing their thing, man. Top Rank is, they is doing the matchmaking thing, man, making it look easy over there. You know what I mean? I think on Granados and Garcia card, I believe we got Andy Ruiz on that card. I forget who else is on that card, man. But it's not as good as the Top Rank card. You understand what I'm saying? But I got my man D Jefferson. What's good with your fam? He says, I think Kong Crawford will be the best fight and the best card. I agree with you, man. Who will win that fight, man? A lot of people, I've been hearing a lot of people picking Amir Khan to beat the pound-for-pound king, Terrence Crawford. Now, me personally, I got Terrence Crawford as my #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. I think he's the best fighter in the world right now, and I got him my #1. And I do not see Amir Khan defeating him. You understand what I'm saying? I think Amir Khan can be competitive. You understand? I think it will be competitive for a few rounds, and then, Crawford gonna do what he do, man. He takes the time to figure out the first couple rounds, and then he makes it look easy. There hasn't been a fight that I've watched Terrence Crawford in that he did not make it look easy. You understand what I'm saying? After he figured the fighter out, Terrence Crawford has made his opponent look like they was not supposed to be in the ring with him. And I think Saturday night against Amir Khan ain't gonna be no different, man. But I do think Amir Khan will put up some resistance. Amir Khan can fight. He does have hands. He is fast as hell. He got good footwork, man. Good lateral movement. Amir Khan ain't just coming in there to lay down. You understand what I'm saying? I've been watching a lot of Amir Khan's interviews, and they've been doing a hell of a job of promoting, as far as I'm concerned, man. You say, man, Amir Khan is talking the talk. You know what I mean? He's talking like like he really wants to win. I think he really means it. You understand what I'm saying? Because, he knows that he may never get another channel. He may never get another opportunity like this, you understand what I'm saying? He may not get. You know, he's on the downside of his oh, he's on the downside of his career. You understand, the back end. So you know, he got to make the best of it, man. He got to go out there and put on a hell of a performance. Even if he lose, you know, he got to go out there and be the best Amir Khan, so people can look at him and say, Khan still got something left. D Brown says Canelo is the best. Okay, I can dig it, man. I can dig it. D Jefferson says, I got Bud, but Khan's no pushover. I can see an upset because I've seen Bud hurt. Khan's the best Crawford has ever faced. I agree with you that he is definitely the best that Crawford has ever faced, man. You know, this is a big step up for Crawford, you know what I mean? But the question is, how much does Amir Khan got in the tank, man? You understand what I'm saying? Can he still do it? You know what I mean? He looked like trash against Sammy Vargas, man. He let Sammy Vargas drop him. You understand what I'm saying? Sammy Vargas was out boxing him in some instances. You know what I mean? He didn't look like, you know, that, you know, if you judging from his last fight, you know, like they say, you're only as good as your last performance. You understand what I'm saying? So if you judging Khan by his last performance against Sammy Vargas, Crawford gonna go in there and blow him out. You understand what I'm saying? That's if you're judging by his last performance. You understand what I'm saying? But I like Amir Khan, man. You know, and I almost got suckered in. Let me tell you what happened with Mikey Garcia. You know, y'all familiar with the channel. Y'all know how many videos I was putting out, you know what I mean, giving Mikey Garcia props, due props. You understand what I'm saying? I always said that I thought Earl Spence was going to win, but I thought that Mikey Garcia would put up a better fight. You understand? I thought he would put up some more resistance, man. I thought it was going to be, you know, a back and forth chess match for a little bit there. You understand what I'm saying? Because of the way he was talking. You know, he was so confident in his skills, man, that, you know what I mean, he tricked me into believing that, you know what I'm saying, he was going to go in there and do better than he did. And Khan is talking that same type of talk, but I ain't going to let Khan trick me into thinking that he's going to perform better than, you know, my mind tells me he's going to perform, man. But I like how Khan's talking. You know what I'm saying? I like how he's talking, man. He's real confident. You know what I'm saying? He's real confident in his abilities, man. And we're going to see what he's going to do. You know, we're going to see what he's going to do, man. My man D Jefferson says, I can't argue with Canelo being considered the best. Hey, man, we all entitled to our opinion, man. You know, Canelo is a great fighter. You know what I mean? I think he is up at the top of that list, man. But for me personally, you know, just my opinion, you understand, I got Terrence Crawford as my #1 pound for pound, you know, boxer. You know, he came out recently on Boxing Scene, man, and said that he is the best boxer in the world, man. And, you know, me being a Terrence Crawford fan, I got to agree with him. You understand what I'm saying? I got to agree with him. But Canelo's right there, man. I'm taking nothing away from Canelo. Canelo showed me a lot. I mean, a whole lot in that second Triple G fight, man. The way he came at Triple G was unbelievable, man. I did not expect him to come out Triple G, you know, mano y mano, man against man, like he did. You understand what I'm saying? But he did, man. And, you know, he gained, I gained a lot of respect for Canelo. You know what I mean? They talked all that run shit. You know, they talking about they wanted, you know, they wanted him to fight Mexican style, and, you know, they wanted him to not run and give the fans what they paid for. They talked Triple G into that L, man. You understand? They made Canelo so furious that, you know, he said, you know what, I'm gonna step to this dude Triple G like he asked me to, and that's what he did, man. And he you know, he went at him and won that fight. You understand what I'm saying? It was still a controversial fight, but, you know, people say he won. I mean, the judges say he won, so, you know, he won. My man D Jefferson says, everybody hit that like button for the man. Hit that like. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate y'all for coming in, man. Hit the like button like my man D Jefferson says, fam. You know, but what y'all think about Loma, the pound for pound king? A lot of people got Loma as their #1 pound for pound king, man. He made his comeback last week, man, against Anthony Corolla, and you know, he was 100-1 favorite, and it showed. You understand what I'm saying? But I got to admit, man, Lomachenko looked it spectacular. I know I know the competition wasn't all that. You know what I'm saying? I know Corolla, you know, he didn't look good at all. He looked it horrible. But Lomachenko looked like he had a fire under his ass. You understand what I'm saying? He looked like that Loma from a couple fights ago. You know what I mean? Because I was hesitant about, you know, was he too small for the weight class? You understand what I'm saying? I was thinking he was too light in the ass. You know, he got the fight with Linares. He got dropped. Then he got the fight with who's the guy? Pedraza. And Pedraza gave Lomachenko everything he can handle, man. He struggled with Pedraza. Pedraza tatted his face up. We ain't never seen Lomachenko's face tatted up like that. We used to seeing Lomachenko dominate. So when he came up to 135 and, you know, got dropped by Linares, you know what I mean, had a little trouble with Pedraza, I said to myself, is Lomachenko supposed to be at 135? Is he too small for the weight class? You understand what I'm saying? Now, I know Corolla, Toyota Corolla ain't the, you know, the stiffest competition. Like I said, Lomachenko was 100-1 favorite. But I could see that, you know, Lomachenko was back in his groove. The shoulder was working fine. And, you know, I think that, you know, I think he looked just fine at the weight. You understand what I'm saying? I think he looked just fine at the weight. Mimi Danny, what's good with your fam? I appreciate you joining, man. He said, I watch your videos. You do a good job. I'm a subscriber. I get a shout out, please. No doubt. Mimi Danny, I hope I'm saying your name right, fam. You know, if not, please excuse me. Mimi Danny also says, I think Loma is good, but I think Tank, if he catches them on the chin, it's night-night. D. Jefferson says, let's shout out Mimi Danny. No doubt, no question. Dope Action Stallone, what's good with your fam? He said, this channel is going to be big someday. Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. I definitely appreciate you, man. That's the intention. You understand what I'm saying? That's the intention, man. But, you know, I want to talk about this, man, this Tank and Loma situation, man. Because now, if you're familiar with my channel, I know, you know, you all know by now, I'm a big Tank fan. You understand what I'm saying? Now, Tank takes a lot of criticism, man. He's not fighting the top competition. And me being a Tank fan, I'm the first to tell you, he's not fighting the toughest competition. He's not. You understand what I'm saying? But what I want to say is stop this Lomachenko Tank talk, man. Until Tank moves up to 135, let's stop it. He's not in the weight class. You know what I'm saying? He's not in the weight class. So why is Lomachenko keep calling Tank out and Tank Davis is at 130, he at 135? Stop calling him out. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. My man Juan Empire Pyre, what's good with your fam? He says Munguia robbery this weekend. De La Hoya might rob Jacobs. Yeah, we definitely gonna get to that, man. Mimi Danny says, look at what Tank Davis did to Jose Pedraza and then look at the Lomachenko fight with Pedraza. Tank will murder Loma. Hey, Mimi Danny, man, I like you, man. I like how you talk, man. I like what you're thinking, man. Me and you on the same accord. You understand what I'm saying? You know, I know styles make fights, man. You can't compare. Well, they say you can't compare, you know, one fighter's performance to another's, man. But if you really think about it, you look what Lomachenko did against Pedraza, you know, how he struggled. You understand what I'm saying? How they went back and forth. You know, Lomachenko clearly won the fight, yeah, but there was rounds where I thought Pedraza won the fight. And then you take a look at what Gervonta Davis did to Pedraza, man. You know, he straight dogged him, man. He straight dogged him. But Tank's in another weight class, man. I ain't going to talk about Lomachenko and Tank because he's in another weight class. You understand what I'm saying? D. Jefferson says, yes, he will. Has the best backgrounds on YouTube. Hey, man, I appreciate that, fam. Mimi Danny says, thank you, brother. I really appreciate that. And yes, you're saying my name right. That's what's good, fam. That's what's good. My man D. Jefferson says Tank has to get rid of Floyd and Ellerby. They are holding Tank back. Tank need to be at 135. You know what? I think Ellerby and Floyd, I made a video about this a week or two ago, man. I think they're definitely slowing Tank back, holding them back from, fighting the best competition, man, and there's no excuse for it. But I do understand what they're trying to do and why Tank is going along with it, man. Tank is looking, Floyd is Tank's idol, man. Floyd is a lot of these young fighters' idol, man. They look at Floyd and what Floyd's done, and they're trying to accomplish the same thing, man. They're with the same people that Floyd is with, so they're saying to themselves, why can't I accomplish this? If I listen to these dudes like Floyd did, why can't I get hundreds of $1 millions? You know what I'm saying? How come I can't get $20 million for a fight? And that's why I believe Tank is still with him, man. He got that dream. Everybody dreams, man. Everybody dreams. And Tank is dreaming of one day living the life of a Floyd Mayweather. You understand what I'm saying? And I think that's what it is. Mimi Danny says, I love supporting my black people. We need more black on black love. No doubt, fam. No doubt. Black is beautiful. You understand what I mean, man? But let's go on to Jaime Munguia. Jaime Munguia, man. A lot of people said he got a gift. A lot of people said he lost the fight. I didn't catch the fight that night, but the way people was talking, man, I had to go and watch the fight, man. And let me say, it was a good fight. I think both guys, man, really came in there and wanted to win. The dude from Ireland, damn, I cannot think of his name right now, but he came in there and he came to fight. But I personally don't think it was no robbery, man. I think it was a very, very close fight. I think Munguia had, the more clean shots, in my opinion. I think that the Irish dude was moving around a whole lot, man. He was getting some shots in, but I think the commentators were extremely biased, you know what I mean? And I think that a lot of the people's outrage were based on, the commentators, man. I think they did a terrible job, man. It's like, they didn't even work for DAZN. If I was DAZN, man, I'd be like, God damn, what side are you on? You understand what I'm saying? I think they did an awful job, man. I think they did an awful job, man. They were extremely biased, in my opinion, man. And it seemed like Jaime Munguia couldn't do nothing right in their eyes, man. It seemed like everything that the Irish kid did, they praised. Yeah, Hogan, that's his name. Good looking, D. My man Warren says it was close. Yeah, it was close. You understand? It was close. I think that fight was extremely close. I don't think it was no robbery, though. Jaime Munguia ain't what I thought he was. I tell you that. He's not what I thought he was. When he fought Saddam Ali, man, he looked like the Terminator. He looked like the human wrecking ball, the way he washed Saddam Ali, man. Yeah, Saddam Ali was smaller, but it's just the way he did it. It seemed like soon as he touched Saddam was rolling around the ring, man. You know what I mean? He was flopping all around like he was just lost. You know what I mean? He was lost. And I'm like, yo, this dude is nice. You know what I mean? This dude is nice. And then his next fight against I think it was Liam Smith from the UK, was a tough fight. Smith gave him everything he can handle. But, in his last fight against the Asian kid, that's when I thought, Jaime Munguia progressed. I seen a lot of good foot movement from Jaime Munguia. He had some real good lateral movement, man. I said, okay, there's upside. But the thing I don't like about Jaime Munguia, his defense is suspect. He don't put his hands up, man. His head don't move, and he takes too many shots. You understand what I'm saying? He takes way too many shots. D. Jefferson says, it was a swing fight. I was good with Hogan winning, Munguia winning, or draw. Neither fighter did too much. I agree with you. That's why I said I don't think it was no robbery. You know what I mean? I don't think it was no robbery. Yeah, if Hogan would have won, I'd have been cool with that. You know what I mean? A draw, I would have been cool with that. Or Munguia, I was cool with that. But, you know, all these people act like it was a big robbery. I didn't see no robbery. You know, they talking about he hurt Munguia. I didn't see Munguia getting hurt. I seen Hogan catching with a right, and you know, Munguia was off balance, so it may look like he was hurt, but you know, he didn't buckle in my opinion. You know, yeah, you know, I didn't see that. My man Warren says he will get beat at 160. I agree with you, man. I definitely agree with you. But I still would love to see a fight with Jarrett Hurd and Munguia. You know what I mean? I think Hurd will win, but you know, just them two styles, them two just swinging back and forth, you know, one another, man. I think that would be real good boxing, man, for the boxing fans. I think that would be, you know, no bullshit, rock 'em, sock 'em, let's get busy type of fight, man. I would love to see that fight. D says, Jamie Jaime needs much work on his defense. He gets hit. Yeah, that's what I just said. Yeah, he gets hit way too much, man. But the good thing about it is, man, he's only 22 years old. So, you know, there may be some hope for him, man, but I do think he needs a new trainer. You know what I mean? I think he needs a new trainer, man. Come out your comfort zone a little bit. Maybe he's too comfortable with the trainer he has now, man. You know, get a new trainer, somebody who ain't going to play around with you, somebody who's going to teach you everything that they know. You know what I mean? So it's like you're going to school, you're going to a new school, so you're going to pay attention. You're going to try to, you know, to get the best out of it, man. When you're going to the same school all the time, sometimes you get lackadaisy, man. Sometimes you get complacent and you don't, you know what I mean, and you don't do your best, you know what I mean? So I think that's what the problem is with Jaime Munguia. I think he need a new coach, man. Mimi Danny says a lot of these commentators now, they are super biased. That's why I watch fights a lot of times with the sound off. I feel you, man. And sometimes you got to, man. Sometimes they make you so sick. Like, it's like, God damn, man, you know, call it like you see it. You understand what I'm saying? Call it like you see it, you know, and but you get that on every platform. You're gonna get some bias, you know what I mean? But usually it's for the home fighter. You know what I mean? This dude Hogan wasn't even a home fighter, you know, so that threw me for a loop, man. My man Warren says PBC, the zone will not happen. Yeah, them two, I don't understand what's up with them, man. PBC acts like they got Leonard Ellerby acts like he got a real problem with Eddie Hearn, man. Just the way he addresses questions when asked about Eddie Hearn, man, is just like, you know, you could just tell he don't like the dude. You understand? He don't like the dude. My man D says, I've seen Munguia rattled, but I haven't seen Hurd. I haven't seen Hurd being stopped. Hurd's chin is iron, bro. I agree with you, man. I definitely agree with you. Rod Ramon, what's good with your fam? He says, you think Mikey going to go back down to 135 to fight Loma? Hey, that's the fight that I want to see. You know, I know a lot of people saying he shouldn't come back down. They don't think he will come back down. But Mikey Garcia Lomachenko fight is real attractive, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. That's some real attractive shit right there. You know, I know he's supposed to meet with the WBC. I believe it was this week. No, last week. He was supposed to meet with him. And, you know, we haven't heard anything. It's been another week past, you know. He come out and talking about he's fighting Morales for some charity event, man. But, you know, we want to see who you fighting for real. What you going to do with that WBC strap, you know? But what y'all think about this dude, Teofimo Lopez, man? You know, at first I was feeling the dude like he could fight. He could fight. You understand what I'm saying? He could fight. No question about it, man. He's a rugged young kid. He's hungry. But I got to admit, man, now the dude is looking a little thirsty. He's looking a little thirsty, man. And, you know, Lomachenko, you know, he made a good point. Like, you know, this dude, he said, y'all keep bringing up this dude Lopez. Who is he? What did he do? You know what I mean? The dude ain't got too many fights. He hasn't fought nobody, man. And he's calling out one of the best fighters in the world. And he just demand he supposed to get a shot because he looked good against some lesser tier fighters. You know, he's trying to jump all in the ring Saturday night. You understand what I'm saying? They shut that shit down quick. Todd DeBuff said, nah, man, get down, get down. You know, he's standing on the apron, man, looking all crazy, man. He got a lot of confidence, man, and, a lot of arrogance. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a good fighter. I think he got potential to be, a really good fighter, man. But the dude is like, he looking a little thirsty to me, man. He looking a little thirsty. Keep calling out Lomachenko, man. You gotta crawl before you run, man. You gotta crawl before you walk. You gotta walk before you run. This dude is just trying to take off sprinting. You understand what I'm saying? Some fighters can do it. You know what I mean? But I'm not sure if he's the one to do it. My man Warren says Loma versus Mikey lost the luster after the Spence. Yeah, it did, man. It did, man. Mikey taking that L, the way he took that L, ain't looking good in a lot of people's eyes, man. My thoughts on it, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I predicted Earl Spence to beat him, but I thought Mikey would, in defeat, show that he's one of the best fighters in the world, man. The way he got dominated and the way he went out, man, was like, wow. Wow. But that's just a testament to how good Earl Spence is, man. And I like Earl Spence. Let me say that. I like Earl Spence, man. But, I'm not too much digging him calling Terrence Crawford out the week of the dude's fight, man. Terrence Crawford got a fight this Saturday, man. And Spence is calling him out, getting his mind off of his fight. Now he got to try to answer you, but I'm glad Crawford ain't said nothing to him, just blocking him out, man. But this the same shit that Earl Spence accused people of doing to him. Earl Spence always says every time he got a fight, people start calling him out. You know what I mean? Excuse me. Now, he know goddamn well that Terrence Crawford got a fight Saturday night. And he's, he calling Crawford out, man. When Crawford got to be tunnel vision. He got to be focused on Amir Khan, man. He don't need no distractions, man. I ain't dig that from Spence, man. I'm a Spence fan, man. But I ain't digging that, I don't know if he was getting saucy again or what, you know what I mean? But my man D says, big mistake if Mikey goes down to Loma. Mikey will drain going back that low. He packed on too much for Spence. You might be right. I ain't going to argue with that. Mimi Danny says, Jared Hurts the best in that weight class, hands down. I ain't even going front, Mimi Danny. I ain't too familiar with Jared Hurts. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research and check him out. D says Timofimo is the best prospect out between him and Shakur. I don't know about that, man. I don't know about Shakur Stevenson. What happened to him? Hold up. Man, what? Bear with me, fam. I don't know what the hell just happened.